Good afternoon, everybody. Today is December 14, 2023. We'll be conducting a pre-bid conference for 6 projects for CY 2024 Lab and Craft projects. Before we start, we have to check for attendance. Engineer Andrew is do the checking of attendance.
Afternoon, so for pre-bid conference for 24FI0034 to 24FI0039, we have the following. Back chairman or back chairman, Ma'am Christmas Technic.
Present.
Our back vice chairman, Ma'am Maria Pascal. Our back member, Ma'am Melissa L. Doyna. Mr. Bonifacio A. Tabini, end user for construction as Sergio Junior Alcalzo. Our head back secretariat, Sir Donald Arquelia. Michael Jan Cantoya, PWP member. Gato Soltereno, PWP member. Mark Andrew Alburo, there's two lead for Box Secretariat member. And Sir Bernia Abad for Box Secretariat. Present.
Okay, thank you, Engineer Andrew Alboro. There being a quorum, let's proceed with our pre-bid activity. For the information of everybody, letters and notices were sent to all the following observers. Mr. Jose Ranyola, representative Kapag Legazpi City. Ma'am Ruby Sanchez Morano, President Rodeo Masbate Incorporated, Masbate City. Ma'am Emma Del Prado, State Auditor 4, Cuba DPWH, Masbate Second EO, Masbate City. As well as Engineer Ma'am Ian Garbo, Media President, Masbate Second EO, Masbate City. Let's proceed with our pre-bid proper. We have our first project to be pre-bid. Contract ID 24FI0034, Organizational Outcome 1. Ensure safe and reliable national road system bridge program widening of permanent bridges, Mabuaya Bridge. Along Junction, Milagros, Maleno, Lacta Road, Phase 2, Contract Location, Milagros, Masbate. Scope of work, construction of bridge approaches. Approved budget for the contract, 28,607,055 pesos and 82 centavos. Contract duration for this project, 175 calendar days. Amount to bidding document is 25,000 pesos. License classification required for this project is at least C and D for general engineering and small B for roads. Okay, Engineer Alcagno, please discuss the major and similar category as well as manpower and equipment requirement.
Contract ID, major category of work, roads construction, PCCP, similar category of works, roads rehabilitation, PCCP, roads construction, tunnel, PCCP. Laki personnel required, one project manager, five experience, general, relevant experience, 15 years, one project manager, general experience, 5 years, relevant experience, 10 years, one materials engineer, mediating, PCW, one or two, foreman, general experience, 3 years, relevant experience, 5 years. Equipment needed for this project ID, water truck, pump, 16 liters, 16,000 liters, 1 unit, dump truck, cubic yard, 2 unit, 4 transit mixer, 5 cubic feet per minute, 175 horsepower, 1 preloader, 1.5 cubic, 1.95 cubic yard, 1 batching plant, capacity 30 cubic, 1 backhoe, 28 cubic, 1 joint sealer machine, 1 cargo service truck, 9 to 10 metric ton, 1 field compactor, 400 to 500 gas engine, 1 bagger mixer, 2 to 5 metric ton saddle truck or semi truck, 2-way radio, complete vibrator, 5 amperes, gas drive, bar cutter, single phase, concrete saw, 7.5 horsepower, Parminder 3-piece, low-bed trailer, 1 unit, concrete spreader, 5.5 horsepower, telescopic manlet, 15 meters maximum, 1 unit, buzzer light, 29 unit, boom truck, 2 to 5 metric ton, 1 unit, boom truck, 10 metric ton, 1 unit, bago wheel breaker, 99 horsepower, 1 unit, lower crane, 36 to 40 metric ton, 1 unit, cutting outfit, 1 unit, bulldozer, 165 horsepower, 1 unit, motorized road grader, 140 horsepower, 1 unit, Victory roller, 125 horsepower, 1 unit, competitor machine, 1 unit, milling machine, 1 unit, 9 horsepower.
Thank you, Engineer Alcagno. Our next and second project in the bid is contract ID 24FI0035. Organizational outcome 1, ensure safe and reliable national road system bridge program. Replacement of permanent weak bridges, Agoro Bridge 1 along Junction Milagros Balino Plata Road, Phase 2. Contract location, Aroroy Masbate, scope of work, construction of bridge approaches. Approved budget for the contract, 86,849,759 pesos and 60 centavos. Contract duration is 283 calendar days. Amount of bidding document is 50,000. License classification required at least B for general engineering and region A for roads. Again, Engineer Alcagno.
For this,
Okay.
for this contract, major category of work, bridge construction complex, superstructure without ties. Similar category of work, bridge construction complex, superstructure with level piles, bridge construction concrete, superstructure with gas in place, raised piles, bridge rehabilitation concrete superstructure with level piles, bridge rehabilitation concrete superstructure with gas in place piles, bridge retrofitting concrete superstructure with level piles, bridge retrofitting concrete superstructure with gas in place piles, bridge construction concrete, bridge rehabilitation concrete, bridge construction with board piles, bridge rehabilitation with board piles, bridge rehabilitation with completing. The key personnel must meet the required minimum years of experience. One project manager, general experience 5 years, relevant experience 15 years. One project engineer, general experience 5 years, relevant experience 10 years. Mas duly Mateas accredited, one foreman 3 years, uh, relevant experience 5 years. The minimum major equipment requirements are the following: water tank pump 16,000 liters per unit, dump truck 20 cubic yard per unit, transit mixer 5 cubic feet per minute, 175 horsepower, 4 unit, one one payloader 1.5 cubic, batching plant 30 cubic, backhoe 28 cubic, gel sealer machine 9 to 10 metric ton cargo or service truck, 1 unit, with compactor, 400 to 500 gas engine, 1 unit, 1 bagger mixer, 1 unit, backhoe, wheel mounted, with 24 cubic, 1 unit, 2-way radio, 2 unit, concrete vibrator, 5 amperes gas drive, 1 unit, bar cutter, single phase, 1 unit, concrete saw, 7.5 horsepower, 1 unit, Bartender 3-phase, 1 unit, Dubil trailer, 1 unit, concrete spreader, 5.5 horsepower, 1 unit, telescopic manlet, 15 meters, maximum 1 unit. Barricade laser light, 29 units. Bulldozer, 165 horsepower, 1 unit. Backhoe wheel breaker, 99 horsepower, 1 unit. Chainsaw, 9-inch standard blade, 1 unit. Boom truck, 2 to 5 metric ton, 1 unit. Motorized road grader, 140 horsepower, 1 unit. Regulatory road roller, 125 horsepower, 1 unit. Cargo and for service truck, 2 to 5 metric ton, 1 unit. Applicator machine, 1 unit. Knitting machine, 1 unit. And minor tools.
Thank you, General Magno. Our next project, our next and third project is Contract ID 24FI0036. Organizational outcome to protect lives and properties against major floods. Flood management program, construction, maintenance of flood mitigation structures and drainage system. Construction of flood mitigation structure, Barangay Namurawon, Milagros, Masbate. Brief description of the contract, construction of flood mitigation structure, ABC 62,724,906 pesos and 24 centavos. Contract duration for this project is 251 calendar days. Amount of bidding document is 50,000. License classification required at least B for general engineering and medium A for flood control. General Magno.
The major category of work for this contract ID is flood control, construction, slope protection, using structural measure, development, retaining structure, or widening. Similar category of work, roads construction, slope protection using structural measures, development, retaining structure, widening, RCPP, roads construction tunnel, ECCP. Flood, flood control, flood control, hydraulics, river control, port and harbor, causeway, flood control, hydraulic dam. The key personnel must meet the required minimum with years of experience. Project manager, 5 years. Relevant experience, 15 years. Project engineer, 5 years. Relevant experience, 10 years. Materials engineer, activity. Formal, 3. Relevant experience, 5 years. The minimum in major equipment requirements are the following. Water truck or pump, 16,000 liters per unit. Dump truck with cubic yards per unit. Payloader, 1.5 cubic, 1 unit. Backhoe, 20 cubic, 1 unit. Chainsaw, 7 feet width, 9 inches standard weight, 1 unit. Boom truck, 2 to 5 metric ton, 1 unit. Split compactor, 5 horsepower, 1 unit. 2 1 bagger mixer, 4 to 6 cubic feet, 2 unit. Concrete vibrator, 5 bumpers, gas drive, 1 unit. Barcada, single phase, 1 unit. Two-bit driller, 1 unit. Milling machine, 48 horsepower, 1 unit. Vibro hammer, 201 horsepower, 1 unit. Floor crane, 190 horsepower, 1 unit. Bulldozer, 165 horsepower, 1 unit. Road grader, 6,710 amperes of 140 horsepower, 1 unit. Road roller, 15 metric ton, 125 horsepower, and minor tools.
Thank you, Engineer Magno. Our fourth project is Contract ID 24FI0037. Convergent and Spatial Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, access roads and or bridges from national road leading to major strategic public buildings / facilities. Construction of road, Barangay Bagumbayan, Masbate City. Contract location, Masbate City. Scope of work, construction of concrete road, approved budget for the contract, 4,949,964 pesos and 95 centavos. Contract duration is 48 calendar days. Amount of bidding document is 5,000. License classification required at least C and D for general engineering and small B for roads. General Cab, no?
The medium category of works for discontinuity roads construction is the CP, and the similar category of works, roads rehabilitation is the CP, roads construction tunnel is the CP. The key personnel must meet the required minimum years of experience. Project manager, 5 years. Relevant experience, 15 years. Project engineer, 5 years. Relevant experience, 10 years. Materials engineer, CPW accredited materials, 1 or 2. Foreman, 3 years. Relevant experience, 15 years. The minimum major equipment requirements are the following: applicator machine, 1 unit; backhoe, 20 cubic, 1 unit; barbender, 3-phase, 1 unit; truncator, single phase, 1 unit; barricade laser light, 3-volt battery operated amber color, 29 unit; boom truck, 10 metric ton, 1 unit; bulldozer, 1 unit; cargo service truck, 2 to 5 metric ton, 1 unit; cargo service truck, 9 to 10 metric ton, 1 unit; chainsaw, standard blade, 1 unit; concrete crushing plant, 1 unit; concrete saw, 14 inches blade diameter with 3/4 cutting dip; concrete vibrator, 2 units; dump truck, 12 cubic yard, 2 units; lead sealer machine, 1 unit; kneading machine, 1 unit; low bed driller, 1 unit; motorized road grader, 1 unit; one bagger mixer, 2 unit; payloader, 1.5 metric cubic, 1 unit; lead compactor, 1 unit; telescopic manlet, 15-meter maximum molding height, 1 unit; two-way radio, 2 units; regulatory roller, 10 metric ton, 1 unit; water truck and pump, 16,000 liter, 1 unit; and minor handles.
Thank you, General Cab, no? Our next project, fifth project, 24FI0038, Convergence Spatial Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, Access Roads, and or bridges from National Road leading to major strategic public buildings slash facilities construction of road. Barangay Espinosa, Masbate City. On brief description, construction of concrete road, ABC, 4,949,900 pesos and 81 centavos. Contract duration is 48 calendar days. Amount of bidding document is 5,000. License classification required at least C and D for general engineering and small B for roads. General Cab, no?
The medium category works for this program ID, roads construction, PCCP, and the similar category of works, roads rehabilitation, PCCP, roads construction tunnel, PCCP, and the key personnel must meet the required minimum years of experience. One project manager, 5 years; relevant experience, 15 years; project engineer, 5 years; relevant experience, 10 years; materials engineer, accredited, DPW is accredited, 1 or 2; foreman, 3 years; relevant experience, 5 years. The minimum major equipment requirement the following: application machine, 1 unit; backhoe, 3 cubic, 1 unit; bartender, 3-phase, 1 unit; bartender, single phase, 1 unit; barricade laser light, 3 volts, battery operated number color, 29 units; boom truck, 10 metric ton, 1 unit; bulldozer, 1 unit; cargo service truck, 2 to 5 metric ton, 1 unit; cargo service truck, 9 to 10 metric ton, 1 unit; chainsaw, standard blade, 1 unit; concrete batching plant, 1 unit; concrete saw, 14 inches blade diameter with 3/4 inch cutting dip; concrete vibrator, 2 units; dump truck, 12 cubic yard, 2 units; lead sealer machine, 1 unit; kneading machine, 1 unit; fluid trailer, 1 unit; motorized road grader, G70T, 1 unit; bagger mixer, 2 unit payloader, 1.5 metric cubic, 1 unit lead compactor, 1 unit telescopic bandlet, 15 meter maximum mounting height, 1 unit two-way radio, 2 unit vibratory roller, 10 metric ton, 1 unit water truck pump, 16,000 liters, 1 unit, and minor tools.
Thank you. Okay, our last project is 24FI0039, Convergent Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, access road leading to major strategic public buildings / facilities, construction of road, Barangay Tugbo, Masbate City. Scope of work, construction of concrete road, approved budget for the contract, 4,949,974 pesos and 36 centavos. Contract duration is 48 calendar days. Amount for bidding document is 5,000. License classification required at least C and D for general engineering and small D for roads in general.
The major category of works for this contract is roads, construction, PCCP, and the similar category of works, roads, rehabilitation, PCCP, roads, construction, tunnel, PCCP. The key personnel must meet the required minimum years of experience. Project manager, 5 years, 15 years, relevant experience. Project engineer, 5 years, relevant experience, 10 years. Materials engineer with PWH accredited, 1 or 2. Formal, 3 years, relevant experience, 5 years. The minimum major equipment requirements are the following. Applicator machine, 1 unit, approved, 20 cubic, 1 unit, bartender, 3 phase, 1 unit, bar cutter, single phase, 1 unit, barricade flasher light, keyboard, button, operated number color, 29 units, boat truck, 10 metric ton, 1 unit, bulldozer, 1 unit, cargo service truck, 2 to 5 metric ton, 1 unit, cargo service truck, 9 to 10 metric ton, 1 unit, chainsaw, standard blade, 1 unit, concrete matching plant, 1 unit, concrete saw, 14-inch blade diameter with 3/4 inch cutting width, 1 unit, concrete vibrator, 2 units, dump truck, 12 cubic yard, 2 units, John Sailor machine, 1 unit, milling machine, 1 unit, Jobit trailer, 1 unit, wood grader, G710E, 1 unit, Pampanga mixer, 2 unit, loader, 1.5 cubic, 1 unit, compactor, 1 unit, telescopic bandlet, 15 meters height, maximum mounting height, 1 unit, two-way radio, 2 unit, vibratory roller, 10 metric ton, 1 unit, water truck and pump, 16,000 liter, 1 unit, and minor tools.
Thank you, Alma. We have a supplemental bid bulletin number 23-I-107 dated December 13, 2023. Amendment on the invitation to bid. Originally, the opening of bids for these projects is December 26, 2023 at 2 p.m. But due to the declaration of President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. as December 26 as non-working holiday, we move our opening of bids to December 27, 2028. 2023, December 27, 2023. Okay, let's proceed. Now, the DPWH Masbate Second DEO invites bids for the procurement of these 6 projects. Completion of works is required as stated above. Bidders should have completed a contract similar to the project. Prospective bidders should be registered with Philippine Contractors Accreditation Board, the PICA. Contractors, applicants who wish to participate in this bidding are encouraged to enroll in the DPWH Civil Works application CWA at DPWH Procurement Service, DPWH Building, Bonifacio Drive, Port Area, Manila. While those already enrolled shall keep the records current and updated. The contractor's eligibility to bid on the project will be determined using DPWH's contractor's profile eligibility process and subject for further post-qualification. Prospective bidders shall present the original official receipt of payment for bid documents to the Bank Secretariat of this office before the deadline stated above the inclusion in the list of contractors for eligibility processing. The owner or authorized representative included in the CRC will be allowed to transact business relative to bidding matters as per DO 197 series of 2001. Those representatives not included in the CRC are required to submit special power of attorney or secretary certificate, whichever is applicable, and two valid government-issued ID to be allowed to transact business. All participating bidders must be in the documents request list (DRL) of the Philippines website and secure a print-out copy showing that they are included in the list. Bidding shall be conducted through open competitive bidding procedures using non-discretionary pass-fail criterion as specified in the 2016 revised implementing rules and regulation of RA 9184. Interested bidders may obtain further information from DPWH Masbate Secundario and inspect bidding documents of the procurement unit from 8 a.m. to 5 a.m. A complete set of bidding documents will be acquired by interested bidders starting on December 7, 2023, and upon payment of applicable fee for the bidding document pursuant to the latest guidelines issued by the GPP. DPWH Masbate Secundario is holding now our pre-bid conference at the procurement unit, Bank Secretariat Office, and or through video conferencing, webcasting via Facebook Messenger or Zoom, which shall be open to prospective bidders. Bid submission may be done manually or electronically online. However, bidders should only select one mode of submission, either manual or electronic. Similar to manual submission, the guidelines for the preparation and submission of an electronic bid are contained in BPS ITD Law 17. Bids must be duly received by the Bank Secretariat at the address below for manual submission and or electronic bids _ Masbate2 at dpwh.gov.ph for electronic submission. On or before December 26, 11 a.m., late bids shall not be accepted. All bids must be accompanied by a bid security in any acceptable forms to the following is cash or cashier's manager's check issued by a universal or commercial bank, bank draft guarantee or revocable letter of credit issued by a universal or commercial bank, surety bond collabo upon demand issued by a surety or insurance company, duly certified by the Insurance Commission is authorized to issue such security. Its security declaration that is undertaking which states among others that the bidder shall enter into contract with the procuring entity and furnish the required performance security within 10 calendar days or less, as indicated in the bidding documents, from receipt of notice of award and committing to pay corresponding fine and be suspended for a period of time from being qualified to participate in any government procurement activity in the event it violates any of the conditions stated as for the guidelines issued by the GPPB. Bid opening will be on December 27, 2023 at 2 p.m. at the procurement unit, Back Secretary Office, and or through Facebook Messenger or Zoom. Bids will be open in the presence of the bidder's representative who choose to attend the activity. Equipment capacity as specified in the bid data sheet shall be mandatory, and absence of the same shall disqualify the contractor. The DPWH must categorically reserves the right to reject any and all bids, declare a failure of bidding, or not award a contract at any time prior to contract award. In accordance with sections 35.6 and 41 of the 2016 revised implementing rules and regulations of RA 9184 without thereby incurring any liability to the affected bidder or bidders. Now we have Engineer Sol Aligato to discuss some pointers to avoid disqualification of bids. Engineer Sol.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today I'm going to read about the section 23 of the 2016 revised implementing rules and regulations, known as the eligibility requirements for the procurement of infrastructure projects. For purposes of determining the eligibility of bidders using the criteria stated in section 23.4 of this IRR, only the following documents shall be required by the bank using the forms prescribed in the bidding documents. We have here Class A documents and Class B. Under Class A documents, we have legal documents, technical documents, and financial documents. Under legal documents, first document is the registration certificate from SEC, Department of Trade and Industry, or sole proprietorship, or CDA for cooperatives. Second document is mayor's or business permit issued by the city or municipality where the principal place of business of the prospective bidder is located, or the equivalent document for exclusive economic zones or areas. Third document is the tax clearance per Executive Order 398 series of 2005 as finally reviewed and approved by the Bureau of Internal Revenue. Under technical documents, the first document is the statement of the bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid. Second document is the statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract or the SLCC, similar to the contract to be bid. Third document is, in the case of procurement of infrastructure project, a valid pickup license or special pickup license in case of joint ventures and registration for the time and cost of the contract to be bid. Under financial documents, the first document is the bidder's audited financial statements showing, among others, the bidder's total and current assets and liabilities, stamped received by the BIR or its duly accredited and authorized institution for the preceding calendar year, which should not be earlier than 2 years from the date of bid submission. Second, the bidder's computation of net financial contracting capacity or NFCC. And under Class B document, first, for infrastructure projects, JP bidders shall submit a JPA in accordance with Republic Act 4566 and its IRR. Each partner of the joint venture shall submit their respective future certificate of registration in accordance with Section 8.5.2 of the IRR. The submission of technical and financial eligibility documents by any of the joint venture partners constitutes compliance, provided that the partner responsible to submit the NFCC shall likewise submit the statement of all of its ongoing contracts and audited financial statements. Under eligibility criteria for the Section 23.4.2 for the procurement of infrastructure projects, the following persons or entities shall be allowed to participate in the bidding for infrastructure projects. First, duly licensed Filipino citizens or sole proprietorships. B. Partnerships duly organized under the laws of the Philippines and of which at least 60% of the interest belongs to the citizens of the Philippines. C. Corporations duly organized under the laws of the Philippines and of which at least 60% of the outstanding capital stock belongs to the citizens of the Philippines. D. Cooperatives duly organized under the laws of the Philippines. And E. Persons or entities forming themselves into a joint venture of a group of two or more persons or entities that intend to be jointly and severally responsible or liable for a particular contract, provided, however, that in accordance with Executive Order Number 65, Series of 2018, Filipino ownership of or interest of the joint venture concerned shall be at least 60%, provided further that joint ventures in which Filipino ownership or interest is less than 60% may be eligible where the structures to be built required application of techniques and or technologies which are not adequately possessed by a person or entity meeting the 60% Filipino ownership requirement. And provided finally that in the latter case, Filipino ownership or interest shall not be less than 25%. For this purpose, Filipino ownership or interest shall be based on the contributions of each of the members of the joint venture as specified in their joint venture agreement. Under Section 23.4.2, foreign bidders may be eligible to participate in the procurement of infra projects when provided for under any treaty or international or executive agreement as provided in Section 4 of the Act and its IRR. Section 23.4.2.3, in accordance with Republic Act 4566 entitled An Act Creating the Philippine Licensing Board for Contractors prescribing its powers, duties, and functions, providing funds therefore and for other purposes. For persons or entities enumerated in Section 23.4.2.1 of this IRR may participate in competitive bidding if he has been issued a license by the PICA to engage or act as a contractor. 23.4.2.4, the bidder must have completed an SLCC that is similar to the contract to be bid and whose value adjusted to current prices using the PSA consumer price indices must be at least 50% of the ABC to be bid, provided, however, that contractors under small a and small b categories without similar experience on the contract to be bid may be allowed to bid if the cost of such contract is not more than the allowable range of contract cost or the ARCC of their registration based on the guidelines as prescribed by the PICA. And under 23.4.2.5, the SLCC shall be supported by an owner's certificate of final acceptance issued by the project owner other than a contractor or a final rating of at least satisfactory in the contractor's performance evaluation system or the CPES. In case of contracts with the private sector, an equivalent document shall be submitted. And under Section 23.4.2.6, the computation of a bidder's NFCC must be at least equal to the ABC to be bid calculated as follows. NFCC is equals to the current assets minus current liabilities times 15 minus the value of all outstanding or uncompleted portions of the projects under ongoing contracts, including awarded contracts yet to be started, coinciding with the contract to be bid. The values of the domestic bidders, current assets, and current liabilities shall be based on the latest audited financial statements submitted to the BIR. For purposes of computing the foreign bidders NFCC, the value of the current assets and current liabilities shall be based on their audited financial statements prepared in accordance with international financial reporting standards. Section 23.5, GOCCs may be eligible to participate in competitive bidding only if they can establish that first, they are legally and financially autonomous, second, operate under commercial law, and last, are not attached agencies of the procuring entity. The GPPB shall promulgate the necessary guidelines for this provision. As under section 23.6, notwithstanding the eligibility of a bidder, the procuring entity concerned reserves the right to review the qualifications of the bidder at any stage of the procurement process if the procuring entity has reasonable grounds to believe that a misrepresentation has been made by the said bidder or that there has been a change in the bidder's capability to undertake the project from the time it submitted its eligibility requirements. Should such review uncover any misrepresentation made in the eligibility requirements, statements, or documents, or any changes in the situation of the bidder which will affect the capability of the bidder to undertake the project so that it fails the eligibility criteria, the procuring entity shall consider the said bidder as ineligible and shall disqualify it from obtaining an award or contract in accordance with Rules 10, 11, 12, and 13 of this IRR. Another one, Section 25, or known as the submission and receipt of bids. Bidders shall submit their bids through their duly authorized representative using the form specified in the bidding documents in two separate sealed bid envelopes or two password-protected bidding docs in compressed archive folders. In case of electronic bid submission, and which shall be submitted simultaneously. The first shall contain the technical component of the bid, including the eligibility requirements under Section 23.1 of this IR for the procurement of infra projects. And the second shall contain the financial component of the bid. Under Section 25.2, the first envelope shall contain the following technical information or documents. First is the PhilGem Certificate of Registration and Membership in accordance with Section 8.5.2 of this IRR. Second, ECAB license and registration. Third, statement of all ongoing government private contracts. Fourth document is statement of SRCC. Fifth, NFCC computation. Sixth, JBA if applicable. Seventh, bid security in the prescribed form, amount, and validity period. Eighth, project requirements, which shall include the following documents. First, organizational chart of the contract to be bid. Second, list of contractors' personnel to be assigned to the contract to be bid with their complete qualification and experience data. Third, list of contractors' major equipment units which are owned, leased, and or under purchase agreements supported by proof of ownership or certification of availability of equipment from the equipment lessor or vendor for the duration of the project or as the case may be. The ninth document is the omnibus sworn statement in accordance with Section 25.3 of this IRR. The second envelope shall contain the financial information or documents as specified in the PBTs. However, bid envelopes that are not properly sealed and marked or not properly compressed and password protected as required in the bidding docs shall be accepted, provided that the bidder or its duly authorized representative shall acknowledge such condition of the bid as submitted. The bank shall assume no responsibility for the misplacement of the contents of the improperly sealed or marked bid or improperly compressed or password protected folder or for its premature opening.
Thank you, Engineer Sol Ligato. Is there any additional information among back members and end users? None. Okay, there being none, our video conference is adjourned at 2:55 p.m. Thank you, guys.